Guys, I am super pumped to finally be able to post this video for you all. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were here at Revolt Motors in Austin, Texas, showing you the custom 379 Peterbilt, which we should have in our hands in the very near future. But we wanted to wait a little bit till the official launch of Revolt Motors, the company, to show you their completed test prototype that's been a running and driving truck since October 31st, which is why they've named this truck Jacko. It's really, really sick. It's got a Cummins engine in it. It's a hybrid Peterbilt 579. And I want to tell you everything about it. We're going to get to drive it tractor, bobtail by itself. Then we're going to hook it to a trailer back here with some weight on it. They don't have it set too crazy heavy quite yet because they've still been doing some testing with it. But finished product right here, been running and driving. You've seen the trucks inside the shop. We posted a couple weeks back that we're not running and driving. This one's been running and driving. This has been their test mule here in Austin, Texas, driving all over town, doing all kinds of cool testing with it. And we're going to get to have some fun with it today. We have an engineer currently sitting in the sleeper of the truck. Gus will be out here shortly. I think it may just be me, but we're going to get to drive it. But first, I want to show you everything about the outside of the truck, kind of give you all a refresher, and then dive into driving this truck down the road here in Austin, Texas. First things first, Peterbilt 579, epic. It's the big one. It's got a Cummins under the hood. Now you've seen most of the trucks moving forward are gonna have Scania engines in them. This was a Cummins that Revolt just went ahead and bought and got shoved in here because they were waiting on the Scania engines that we ordered. They actually had to come from Sweden to the USA, then to here in Austin. And this is a running and working prototype, okay? There are quite a few trucks you can see in the background that are the same as these, along with the other 14 that I have at my shop, which will most likely eventually be built out and sold to customers as running and driving hybrid trucks. This one has an 8.9 liter Cummins engine in it. It's got the generator back in there, you can kind of see it. But right here's all the functioning cool parts. Electronic AC compressor all hooked up, plumbed into the cooling system on the truck, the intercooler, radiator, the whole entire cooling pack. Now, it doesn't have a fan shroud on it quite yet. It will one day when they get everything completely buttoned up and done. But for now, you can kind of see what they've got going on there. Now, being that this is Cummins is not the engine they're going to be using permanently, this is going to be like the only one of this style. But there's that big, huge power steering pump. I mean, isn't that thing just absolutely wild? Cummins engine, though. Pretty sick. What's better than that? It's a Scania motor, though. Moving back, you can see how they've got the batteries mounted up back here, the big, huge cooling system. We talked about that in the video a few weeks back, how there's a cooler up here and a cooler down here. Basically, each one of those is for each battery pack that also cools the axles and all kinds of stuff. Charge port right here. As you know, the diesel engine and the generator system charge these batteries, so you never have to actually plug the truck in. But if you wanted to plug it in, you could plug it in and charge it, and then you could also have access to power right here to like charge a Tesla, for example, as they put it to me the other day. So that's really, really cool. This is still not like the permanent system. They're working on a really cool box system that goes up the back behind the sleeper. It's more sleek. It'll actually only stick out like 2 inches past the air deflector here, from what the engineers were telling me inside. So really cool system they have going here so far. Revolt Motors, a little bit about it. I actually was invited to talk, give some advice on the trucking industry, things I know from like advertising points of view, marketing, going to the Mid-America Truck Show, because they talked about these projects and everything that Revolt had going on. Like, you got to get a truck to the Mid-America Truck Show because that's where the truckers are at. The people that would really like to see this really cool product. So I'm really blessed, and thanks to Gus and everyone else for letting me be involved in this project and flying me down here and getting to drive this truck. So let's hop in this thing. We're going to start it up. Just kidding. We're going to turn the key on. And we're going to hear all these fans go start firing up. So I'm going to do that. We're going to come right back here. Now, we have some wiring exposed. This is all factory Peterbilt wiring, nothing that's been added. But key on, ready? Now, we're going to turn it one click. It's so cool. It's like the operating system, like your CPU is just turned on. Pretty sick. So those fans are on. You've got coolant tanks up here with the water levels and stuff for the whole entire system. And that's it. The truck is currently turned on. Pretty cool. So right up there in the front, uh-oh, we got the parking brake released. Now you can hear that power steering pump running up there. And you can turn the steering wheel just sitting still because the truck is running on full battery power right now, which is really cool. All right, we're gonna close the hood on this puppy, and we're gonna make a couple quick little laps around the parking lot here. All right, we've decided to, instead of go for a quick drive around town, we're going to hook to the trailer and go to the Pilot truck stop. Are you ready for some truck stop food? Yeah. All right. We go under full electric power. So wild. All right, we're on Texas 71 East, doing 60 mile an hour in a fully electric truck. Well, keep saying fully electric. We're under fully electric power right now. We still have 60% battery, so we're going to do about a 20-mile drive up to the Pilot truck stop, see if we can find some truckers there and see what their interests are in this rig, maybe. Yeah, and then make our way back. So about a 40-mile round trip in the truck. Should be fun. We do love some good old CAT scans. Now, we know what the blocks of concrete on the trailer weigh, but we want to see what this combo weighs, so. All right, we're gonna turn the hybrid off. Kind of like, sounds like it like pulls the load off the generator. It has a procedure before it shuts down. I think it'll be like the last CAT scale we stopped at. They're like, hurro. We're about to sneak up on some truckers at the fuel island. What are you doing? Oh, we're just wiping our windshield off. Anybody home today?
It's your first way or re-way?
First way, private, truck one.
Alright, you all set.
All right, guys, so after going over the scales, we got us some beef jerky and water because I'm on a diet, so I got to start drinking some water. Truck, 12,480 on the front axle right now. 17 on drives, a little over 11,000 pounds on the trailer axle. So these blocks of concrete weigh like 3,000 pounds-ish a piece. So I figure we got like 6,000 pounds on the trailer right now. Trailer, I don't know what the trailer weighs to be exact. So what we need to do is unhook this trailer and run the truck back over the scales, but that'll probably be for another video in the future. We're mainly just focused on the drivability of the truck. When we took off out of the yard, we were at like 60%, 65% battery power. We drove about 25 miles, doing about 70, 75 miles an hour. And now we're down to like 55% battery power. Running the engine definitely keeps everything charged and operating. So it's definitely a learning curve. And it's really cool to get to drive this thing around here in Texas. So here at the Pilot truck stop, we're in Austin still, right?
Yeah.
Out in Austin. So is that your KW right
Yeah.
here? So Brian, Bruce, nice to meet you. You ever seen a hybrid semi-truck before in person?
No, I have not.
Is it pretty crazy to hear someone say hybrid semi-truck?
Yep.
So this truck right here, we can drive it around this parking lot all day on electric power. It's got battery packs right here, and then the axles, there's no drive shaft. So like if you look up inside there, you'll see just some wires that go to the axles. And there's a big electric motor sitting right through there. And then this right here is a cooling system for the batteries and the motors. Keep them cool because they create heat while driving and running a load on them.
Okay.
But what's different about this, like a electric vehicle, they eventually die. Like anything with a battery. This has a Cummins engine underneath the hood that charges the battery so it can keep driving down the road pretty much all the time and never have to stop. So it uses way, like less than half the amount of fuel a regular truck does because it runs on battery power.
Interesting.
And it's just like a regular semi-truck on the inside too.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
That is crazy. The technology that's coming out.
It's wild, isn't it?
It is definitely wild.
Did you ever imagine that there would ever be a electric semi-truck on the road one day, or anything like halfway between, or anything like that?
Not really. Not really.
It's definitely unique, that's for sure.
That is definitely unique.
Well, there you have it, guys. We've successfully made it back with no problems. Of course there's not any problems because these guys have been refining this thing to the T on every forefront. But we're going to get the trailer unhooked, get it pulled back in the shop, and have a discussion with Gus and see if he has any final arguments or anything to talk about regarding this truck. All right, so you guys remember Gus from, like I said, 3 weeks ago. It's only been yesterday since we filmed and posted the other video, but hopefully by the time this video goes up, we'll have an update on the show truck, and it's made some progress by then. But now we're posting this video, we can talk about what Revolt Motors' goal behind designing and building a truck like we drove today.
Yeah, so the truck we drove today was our version 1. It was our kind of proof of concept. We want to demonstrate and validate that our system works, and at a higher level, our goal, our reason to exist, is to build a better truck. We want to deliver, heavy-duty Class 8 trucks that are more powerful, more fuel efficient, and more cost-effective for, the owner-operators and the fleets that make America run. Mm-hmm. We want to do it with as many parts and as much partnership as we can source from America.
That's key, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Serviceability too. I feel like if you're partnering with American companies, which a lot of these newer innovative vehicles we see out in the world lately, a lot of the parts are not being sourced or partnered with American companies. So
it's a challenge to get all of the parts and everything, and sometimes you can't do it. But increasingly, we're seeing a lot more battery factories in America, right? We're seeing
right here in Texas, too.
Right here in Texas, right?
I've heard that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, we're seeing, axles. We're seeing all of these components that now, maybe 5 years ago you couldn't have done it. But I think the timing is right in that the companies, the suppliers, the components have been built, they've been designed, they've been tested. So we're just shopping off the shelf parts to make a great truck instead of having to co-develop and carry the cost burden of making any of these
making
components.
Something from scratch has never been made.
Exactly, yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it? I mean,
it's nuts. It's crazy what everyone did, what the first owner of all of these assets did. And I'm just so happy to breathe kind of a second life into this and, really build a great truck. And we can't wait to see everyone at Matt's.
Yeah, Matt's coming up very soon, guys. If you don't know what Matt's is the Mid-America Trucking Show. We'll be inside there with our brand new Scania. We'll have the show truck potentially inside or outside. The Revolt show truck will be there 100%. So if you guys want to see that truck in person, we will keep everyone updated. Yeah. And then Revolt's website should be up by now.
We'll be up. You probably, we'll have a couple press releases out by the time you guys see this video, and our website will be live. Everything will be kind of rolled out.
So we'll put all that down in the link below, guys, in the description below. So make sure you check all that out. You can follow all the updates, social media by then. It should be on Instagram for Revolt up by then, I'm sure, with updates. There will be. I'm going to make sure they have one up. So, but yeah, we're not going to end the video here. We're going to wait for a couple more weeks before we post this, and hopefully we'll have an update on the show truck. So we'll roll right into the show truck update. Well, guys, we finally got some footage from the guys at Revolt Motors of some updates, and we're going to roll the footage now. check it out. I cannot wait to get this truck in my hands.
Hey guys, it's been about a month since y'all have been in the shop. Here's a quick little update on that headache rack that we were discussing towards the end of the video last time. So here it is. Here's a quick little glimpse of the headache rack that's going to be going on the blue truck that y'all looked at last time. Some quick little features about it. It contains a lot of the thermal management systems that go for the electrical system. So this area will be taking care of the power generation, and these fans down here will be taking care of battery cooling. A lot of this rack is thermal management stuff, like I said, so most of the space gets taken up by that, but we do also have some high voltage stuff that is going into this, so such as a charge port controller, and the low voltage power distribution unit will be inside this headache rack as well. Along with all that, we also have some driver storage to accommodate all of your personal belongings, such as chains, and also some more area for maybe some coolant or some water or whatever else the driver needs.
We asked the engineers to design a headache rack so that we could install the chillers and batteries, or chillers and coolers, for the batteries and the powertrain system. So this is what they came up with. We have some storage for our driver's amenities on the top right and the lower left. And then we have the chillers on the bottom with the radiators in the back for the powertrain cooling. We're gonna locate this on the back of the truck. It's gonna be centered on the frame, located in the back of between the wings. So it looks like a normal headache rack that you would see on a normal truck.
Here's a quick little update on the truck. We got some cool air-to-air connections going on. They're paint matched to the body. It looks super slick once everything's all put together. Super excited to show that off at the show. We also got the big old Y pipe installed on the truck as well. Gives it that kind of old school look to it. Super excited.
Hey guys, I want to give you a quick update on the Triple B build. It's the show truck we're going to have at Matt's. We're really excited to see all of you there. I'm here with Thomas. He's a member of our build team. He's going to walk us through some of the progress they've had constructing the truck. Thomas.
Yeah, so we've been working on the plumbing, getting the engine all plumbed up, ready for cooling. We've got our lines here ran from the HV power steering pump. We've got the charge air cooler on. All our tubing is set and ready to go. We've got your depth tank mounted. And yeah, we're just plugging right along.
Nice. Perfect. Thanks. Hey guys, so it's been about a month since Bruce and the team were here. We just wanted to give you a quick update on the Triple B build. I'm here with Thomas. He's a member of our build team. He's going to walk us through some of the new stuff that we've got going on.
Yeah, so we've just been working on the plumbing here from the power steering pump. We've got all your tubing coming from your charge air cooler. We decided to use the original air intake so we can mount our canisters on the side here.
Sweet. And there's some cool stuff over here, right? You got looks like the turbos are set up.
Yeah, the engine's all plumbed. It's ready for cooling. We're just moving along with it.
Great. So I just want to give a big shout out and thank you to Robbie Johnson at Kelly Transportation. So he did all of the paint. He took what was a really old, not even roadworthy cab and donor truck and got it looking pristine, looking nice. So we couldn't have done it without him, and kind of the creative problem solving around some of the front clip and getting this truck painted and getting the body work done. So thank you to Robbie Johnson at Kelly Transportation.
Well, guys, you got to see all the updates right there. We've got lots of parts showing up for that truck. We'll have that thing in around 2 or 3 weeks. Shout out to Robbie Johnson for the work he's done on the truck so far. Cannot wait to get this thing in our hands, get some really cool custom fenders, deck plate, and to make this thing look like the red-blooded American truck while it's still hybrid powered. But also the fleet truck. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below. Would you drive that truck? Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. Go to revoltmotors.io for any questions you have regarding what we're doing here at Revolt Motors. Guys, we'll see you later. Peace.